Don't touch that dial now. We're just getting started.
All right, we're going to get very, very intellectual here because we're a channel that talks about video games and video game consoles while also making fun of fanboys, which are middle-aged dudes that are fighting over plastic boxes for companies that don't even know they existed. Now, these guys mostly are not getting paid by them, but for some odd reason they can't help themselves but cheer for a plastic box team and call anybody that doesn't support them either an Xbot, a pony, or a what do they call it? PC retard or something, which is all retarded, by the way. It's mental illness, and you cannot. There's no way in hell that you can tell me that it's not mental illness. It's mental illness, and this is coming from somebody that's actually mentally ill. Yes, that's me. But I do want to talk about some stuff that's been going on. Now, we talked about the Xbox new console that's coming out, the new handheld, all the leaks that's been going around. We're going to dive a little bit into it, but we're also going to talk about some stuff that's basically coming out. And I'm going to use these terms because for some odd reason, misinformation, shill, what's the other word? Grifter, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Plastic box is plastic box. So we're going to talk about the handheld first, okay? We talked about it a little bit a while ago, but we're going to bring up our favorite guy, Dreamcast guy. And we're going to go ahead and talk about some stuff. I'll just play it. So here we go. This is our Dreamcast boy. So let's listen to what he has to say.
Hey, Bruce, Dreamcast guy here, and today we're talking about the Xbox handheld because even though it's not officially confirmed yet, we've had a bunch of very big leaks and reports about the fact that when it's coming out, apparently it's dropping in 2025, the price of it, the functionality. But last night, a big leak came out that honestly, I feel like has just killed the device. The Xbox handheld doesn't play Xbox games.
Okay, so that's we're going to use words that we usually use for politics here. Misinformation. Now, why would you think that he would say that? Now, there was some leaks about the new Xbox handheld that's coming out, and this is going to be an OEM model, which is going to be another manufacturer that's going to put the Xbox logo on it. And he says in the video that it's just a stickered Asus ROG Ally. Now, for the most part, that's not really, it's right and it's wrong at the same time. The biggest no-no is the fact that he's saying that Xbox games will not play on it. Well, if you are familiar with the ROG Ally, the Legion Go, as well as the Steam Deck and stuff like that, you are able to use the Xbox app. And what does the Xbox app do? Well, it allows you to actually access Xbox games. I kind of see where he's going here. He's saying that you're not going to have access to the whole library. And that is very true because there's a lot of console games that are not on PC. But they are adding this more and more with Play Anywhere, and it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The fact is, on this device, it's going to be very similar. It's probably just going to be an Asus ROG Ally with an Xbox skin and some more Xbox stuff. Just like right here, like we said, if we kind of rewind just back, I showed you guys, I have a ROG Ally. It looks very similar to this, and this is kind of how I expect this to look. I don't see any other way it could look. And of course, with the Asus ROG Ally, you have things like the Armory Crate, which is basically, it's just a hub for the most part, where you can pull up things like your Steam, your GOG, your EA, your Amazon, your Epic, and Xbox Game Pass or Xbox Cloud Gaming. So he's saying that you're not going to be able to play Xbox games, but that's not the whole truth. The whole truth is, yes, you'll be able to play Xbox games that are available on Xbox Play Anywhere. That is the point of this device. This is no different from the ROG Ally, the Legion Go, or anything like that. You have access to the Xbox app, which is on PC. And by the way, let's just say this. Xbox has been third party for many, many years. I don't care what Crap Gamer says, like right here. This guy is still hurt, by the way. I guess Phil Spencer basically replied to him one time because I guess Quantum Break was going to be put on PC, and he was very, very salty about it. And like I said, I posted a reply to say, who hurt this man? And he said, instead of glazing Phil Spencer, by the way, I'm not glazing Phil Spencer. Phil's not actually the one in charge, by the way. It's not Phil. This is shareholders and the CEO. Phil is just a figurehead. Sarah Bond is just a figurehead. They might have some pull and some instructions, but this is given down to the shareholders. And the reason why they are a third party is due to the fact that, hey, they just spent over $70 billion on acquisitions. Such things like Call of Duty, studios like Activision, then you have the Bethesda stuff, and there's probably more coming. So it'd be kind of stupid to buy all this shit and not put it on multi-platforms. And by the way, I'm not tied to a specific brand. Yes, I do like my Xbox better than I like my other systems, except for my PC. But I own all the systems. I always have. I've got a history of PlayStation, even though I know you're going to have these people, they're going to pretend like they're the people from World War II asking for your papers, but this time they're just going to ask for your gamer tags and your trophy list. I was never a trophy hunter, okay? Never was. I never was one of those people that was looking for trophies. I've been playing PlayStation since the PS1. I have a huge library of PS1, PS2, PS3 games, as well as PS4 games, PS5 games, which I download digitally. And I do play these games when they come out, and my PS5 is not my main console that I use. Again, my preference is an Xbox. I guess that makes me an Xbox, which, again, I don't see the crime in that because I'm just playing games that I love. And being tied down to a specific system is incredibly retarded and dumb and stupid. And stop doing that. You're making yourself look embarrassing. Don't be like Reforged Gaming, where he gets on and tries to be an intellectual, pretending like he is the smartest guy in the room, when in fact he's probably one of the biggest retards of them all, him and MVG, because it's all about sales, my guys. It's all about console sales, and everybody's playing free-to-play games, so it doesn't really matter due to the fact they're not really buying PS5 games to begin with, and that's due to the fact that there's more Xbox games on PlayStation now, and people really like Xbox games for some reason, even though they said Xbox games never existed because Xbox had no games, but they're going to buy the games. But nobody on Xbox buys games, but yeah, it is what it is. I can bring up my receipts to show that I buy my games, even though I subscribe to things like Game Pass and PlayStation Premium. By the way, that's a rental service, just like Xbox Game Pass. The only difference, by the way, is day one titles, and sometimes there are day one titles. And also, PlayStation is putting all their games on PC. Not yet. It's coming slowly. I don't know when it's going to happen, but eventually it's going to be day and date. So it doesn't really matter what console you are. And to me, if PlayStation releases a new console, Xbox releases a new console, Nintendo brings a new console, or if I need to upgrade my PC or my VR headset, guess what? I'm going to do that because I love video games. I don't love exclusivity because it's stupid. And I guess you can say I'm a misinformed Xbot that's being a grifter about exclusives not mattering. It is what it is. It used to sell consoles, but you don't see a lot of people buying things like Astrobot and stuff like that, which sucks, by the way. And yes, I haven't bought Astrobot because I'm not interested in it. But anyways, since I was on that tangent and basically made myself look like a fool, yeah, so this leaked thing, this handheld tablet type thing, is going to be just a Asus ROG Ally, probably with an Xbox skin and a little bit more Xbox functions. Now, there is an actual console, and by the way, if we scroll down here, see here, Crap Gamer, actually, he was talking about how hardware is dying, which, by the way, it's been dead for a very long time. Xbox lost the console war when the Xbox One was released. It's been like that for a long time. The only time Xbox has really had a leg up is with the 360, but still, I love Xbox and I love PlayStation. But anyways, he does come up with a point here is there's zero competition for Sony right now, which it doesn't really matter because Sony's making a bunch of shitty mistakes anyways, but nobody wants to call that out, especially due to the fact that all their games are getting canceled because they decided to follow trends but nobody asked for when they have a plethora of IPs that they could actually dig from. Killzone, Resistance, Siphon Filter, Twisted Metal. What else? Parappa the Rappa. Infamous. There's a lot. Motorstorm, which we could have had Motorstorm, but instead we got more Horizon. But they decided to go down this whole road with games as a service and remasters, and that's how they're recouping. But yes, there's not really much in terms of the console space that is a competition for PlayStation on a hardware standpoint. People like PlayStation. It's always going to be a thing. PlayStation is a big brand. I expect them to sell more. Just like I expect Nintendo to sell more, even though they have some successes and some misfires, just like all the other people. But anyways, I do think there should be another Xbox because any type of competition, no matter how small it is still competition. So there's been a lot of cases where PlayStation or whoever decided to do the same thing that Xbox has done. And a good example would have been Xbox Live. Then you had PlayStation Plus, and you had all this other stuff. But let's go ahead and continue just for a little bit. I do want to show this, and we'll go back to what was talked about before. So, Crap Gamer, he just said, who's making a career out of System Wars? Because I did spot that out. There are actual content creators that are making careers out of System Wars or being fanboys, and that is true. That's very, very true. Even if they say they're not, they actually are. I'm looking at Reforged, yes, and there are other people like Colt Eastwood, they like Xbox, but there's not really a problem with that, okay? There's nothing wrong. I respect the grift. But anyways, let's kind of go down here. I did say, hey, they did say there's going to be more hardware, and why shouldn't I believe them, I guess? And here's one thing he was saying was, it's just 4 games. Yes, he said that. Again, this isn't Phil's decision. This is coming from the shareholders. This is coming from Satya Nadella. Phil is just a figurehead that has to do what they say. ZeniMax is about exclusive games where Game Pass exists. Yes, you can still play Game Pass games on Game Pass on Xbox, and sometimes, most of the time, as of right now, you're getting day one exclusives for a while. Some are coming day and date for every single system, but I don't see the difference. Like here, I'm seeing, Xbox has some value with Game Pass, and PlayStation has some value with PlayStation Premium. Nintendo has some value with Nintendo Expansion, and so on and so forth. Outer Worlds is Xbox exclusive. Indiana Jones is Xbox exclusive, which I'm pretty sure whenever they talked about Indiana Jones, when they showed the first footage, there was a PlayStation logo on this, and I don't see why there wouldn't be. Honestly, I don't care. And, it's actually one of the top pre-ordered games right now on PlayStation itself. So was Forza, and I'm assuming if Halo or Gears of War comes on PlayStation, there's going to be a lot of people playing it, and it's going to reignite that fire to those franchises. Because right now, being stuck into a walled garden, there's 75 million PlayStation users, so that 75 million could possibly buy some more Xbox games. I don't know. Well, let's keep going. I did say, did you really expect them to pour billions into buying up studios and publishers only to not make money from their investment? Here's this thing. He's really tied to the hardware aspect. He said he spent like 50K, like right here it says 50K. He has 1,500 digital games installed right now, which I don't know how. None of them, they're 350 physical games. This guy loves Xbox. He loves Xbox, but for some odd reason, every single day, multiple times a day, he gets on here and badmouths Phil's because he was mad at Phil because Phil's like, hey, this is dumb. Stop being dumb. And he shows he does have like 300,000 achievements, blah, blah, blah. And I understand where he's coming from. If you're an Xbox fan and you was only an Xbox fan and you're starting to see that, hey, those games are coming out on other platforms, yeah, I guess if you're a fanboy, if that's your thing, I guess that's a problem. But that's the problem. That is a problem, is because you tie yourself to a single system. Now, one of the things that Crap Gamer kept on saying is that you're going to lose your library, which I don't think that's going to be happening, considering the fact that they did say that, hey, you're not going to lose your shit. So I don't think that's going to happen. I think there's always going to be an ecosystem for Xbox, unless something completely shitty happens. And, you know, if that happens, then I'm going to be a doomer, but I'm not a doomer. At this point, like Crap Gamer, he already thinks it's over for Xbox, which it's not. They're just changing their shit. And if PlayStation goes this route, hey, doesn't mean PlayStation's dead. It just means they're changing their shit. Everybody changes their shit, like consoles, video games change. It's evolving or de-evolving if you play on cloud or anything like that. I don't really like cloud. But with this new system, with the actual stuff that's coming out, and we'll kind of go into, let's go into this little page here. It's 9 meters. I've never heard of this. I just typed it in. I think Windows Central originally posted it, but next Xbox console will feature built-in AI assistant, massive hardware upgrades, which I don't really understand. There was a lot of conflict, like the PlayStation guys were like, oh, AI is bad for Xbox, bad for having AI to help you, when the fact is there was PlayStation Help that was a feature that got pretty much the same thing. Pretty much the same thing. Or somebody can take control of you and beat the game for you. But they don't want to talk about that because whatever kind of news they can get about Xbox. And by the way, these guys are so anti-Xbox, but the only thing that comes out of their mouths is Xbox. The console wars are dead. It's over. It's over. Nintendo won. Yeah, Nintendo won. PlayStation came in second. Video games are video games. I don't really care what's going on here. But anyways, one of the things I was talking about on this is actually big. So if you're a PC gamer, you are able to, you know, hop on Steam. And actually, let's take a look here. Let's take a look. Maybe, I don't know if I can show. I don't know. Actually, I'm probably not going to be able to. You probably won't be able to see it because I don't have that page set. I need to do that. But anyways, actually, hang on a second. Let's do this. Let's do this. So I'm going to drag my shit over here. So whoop. Let's see. Okay, so on my PC, I got Battle.net, I got Bethesda Launcher, which I've never opened except for a couple times. You know, I got my RetroArch, I got my EA, my Epic Launcher, my Humble App, my MetaQuest, Minecraft, PlayStation Plus, Steam, and if you go into here, let's go ahead and type Xbox. What the fuck is wrong with you? Well, never mind. There we go. So there's the Xbox app. It's right here. It's popping up, and this is kind of, I mean, like I said, it's gonna be the same type of feature you see on, you know, the Asus ROG Ally. One of the things, which my Game Pass subscription is going down. You're gonna have this here. When you open it up, you have access to the app. You can look at your library. Here's my PC games, which takes a while to load because, like I said, I don't really. And my Ubisoft account's outdated. Why? I never use it. I never use that. Who uses it? I mean, you got access to cloud gaming right here. You can jump on in. They're constantly adding right now more and more stuff to the cloud, and this is how I see the future of gaming kind of going forward. I'm thinking eventually everything's going to be streamlined to a PC type platform. Now, there's a lot of people that don't want to go with that and they think that it's bad. But if the leak starts to be true, there was actually a leak recently. Let's see if we can find it. Let's see. There was actually a picture that leaked. It had a dashboard. The dashboard had Xbox and Steam and it was very reminiscent to me. Let me see if I can find pictures of this, because this was leaking. Yeah, there we go. So we're going on Reddit. I hate Reddit. I'm not going to use Reddit, but there's Reddit. So right here, there is the leaked thing that Microsoft eventually pulled out. Let's see if we can actually make that bigger. Yeah, so right here, you have this Xbox app, which is a unified app, very similar to something like GOG. Maybe I can get GOG open here and we can take a look. Maybe. What happened to my GOG? Oh my GOG. My GOG! Where's it at? GOG Galaxy. GOG Galaxy. There we go. So right here, I can take a look right here. So I got my PlayStation right there, got my Epic, got my Steam, got my Xbox, and this is something you actually just hop in. You can add your stuff, you can view what you have and what you don't have, and this will just show you what you have like on each system, and you can actually tie them together. And that is what I'm kind of seeing right now, like with this specific thing. So you're going to have this unified launcher, and I'm thinking what it's going to be is the next actual Xbox that goes on your TV is going to be more simplified PC that gives you access to things like, you know, your Xbox games, your Steam games, your GOG games, and stuff like that. So me, that's actually a really cool thing, because me, I'm an IT guy, right? And I don't play PC games as much as I used to, because as an IT guy, I am literally in front of a computer all day long. And when I get home, I want to set my fat ass down on the couch and hop in front of my 80-inch 4K and just play video games. That's just me. And right now, I use the Asus ROG Ally in docked form, where I can actually dock it and play it on my TV, and it acts like a console-based PC, which is pretty nice. I like that. I like the portability and the fact that, you know, on Steam or whatever I'm carrying this ring around, my cloud save stays with me wherever I go. And this is how I see things going. Xbox, yes, it is evolving. It's going to move past the console. I don't see how that's a bad thing, but there's a lot of people that are kind of scared this is going to happen, because one of the things they're thinking is like, okay, so Steam, well, let's go ahead and open Steam. Let's go ahead and open Steam, and let's just type in PlayStation. PlayStation. Oh, there's a PSVR 2 app. You have access to some of the bigger PlayStation games that's come out, like Helldivers 2, you have Spider-Man 2, Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Ragnarok, which, by the way, I played all of these. I never went back and played The Last of Us Part 1, the remaster, remake, whatever you want to call it, because I played the first game on PS3, then I played it again on the PS4, and eventually I'll get to it. But I played all these games here except for Ratchet and Clank. I played through Days Gone, all the Uncharted. I didn't really care much for Returnal. I played the first Horizon. And what the fuck is this? What is this? PlayStation? When did they put another game on PC? I've never heard of this. What is this? Is this another exclusive? It's an early access PlayStation game on PC? Well, why didn't I know about this? This is an actual thing! Holy shit, it looks like a heart-pounding and hilarious multiplayer FPS fun. Trust your senses and overcome your fears as you're armed with a flashlight and a revolver, then set against your friends in a pitch-black mansion with immersive proximity chat. So that sounds neat. I don't know. Let's see. Looks like mostly positive. I'm sorry, we're kind of going off here. Let's see. Not recommended. Let's see. I always like reading the Steam reviews, because there's usually gold. So I guess it runs good on PC. I don't understand how a game worked flawlessly, but then the game comes out and it's dog water, calls it PSN. Are they still doing? Do you have to have the PlayStation account to log into that? Which, you know, a lot of people were pissed off about, and all the PlayStation guys are like, "Oh, PC players, you guys suck for not wanting that, and all of a sudden when Forza came out and said you have to have an Xbox account to play it, there was a lot of people pissed off, especially Japan hates Xbox, which, by the way, that guy, he's not a gamer. He's not a real gamer. And Japan hates him. Like, it's fact. But for some odd reason, this hillbilly cousin fucker thinks Japan has his back about PlayStation, and his whole personality is, actually, let's do this. Let's do a thing. Let's do a thing. Let me show you. We've shown you Japan hates Xbox. This has become me not talking about what I wanted to talk about, and now we're talking about Japan hates Xbox for some odd reason. We're talking about fanboys. And this wasn't originally supposed to be about fanboys. Well, let's go. So many Xbox skips. Screw all Xbox games. Japan hates your console. Eat dirt, you absolute schmucks. This guy is retarded. This guy is, you ever watch Dragon Ball? Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super, there's a character named Goku, and I'm sure I'm just telling you, everybody knows who Goku is. Even people that don't know what Dragon Ball is knows who Goku is. But there's this character, his named Goku. He's very strong. He has many forms, and there's one, his ultimate form currently, is perfected Ultra Instinct. And it is his ultimate form right now. And if there is a level of retardation that you could select in a pause menu when you're creating a character on Skyrim or something, this will be him. He would be the Ultra Instinct retard. He is Ultra Instinct retard perfected. But let's scroll down, because since we're here, we need to see it. Here you are, Shitbox Jin is here. There's this other guy, I can't think of his name. I just call him Gay Kirby because he has got this Kirby thing, and I just call him Gay Kirby because the only thing he does, he follows Josh Edits, which is Alex's editor, and he keeps on saying something like shitbox maggots, so I just call him Gay Furby, and he's got a terrible existence too. I actually feel sorry for a lot of these people that are this sucked into this shit. But let's keep on going. He's talking about this. This was the Xbox, which actually looks pretty cool. I do like the. I do like that. That looks nice. I don't really play it on my phone. Let's kind of scroll down. See, the more Xbox aims at Xbox, skip Xbox. This is a good shepherd. The sooner Xbox. Why do you want them to die? Why do you want Xbox to die? What is it? Did Xbox like steal your girlfriend or something? Did they steal your money? Did they come to your house and punch your mom in the face and say, hey, you suck. I don't like you. We're taking away your dog. Yeah, we're going to kill your dog. This is Xbox. Phil Spencer walked in, grabbed your dog, and beat it with a fucking old salami that was in your pocket for some reason. And stole your girlfriend and your mom and your dad. That's what happened. Is this what happened? Is this why these people are like so fucking unhinged? Like his whole personality. This guy does not play video games, and this is like that with most of the people, all these retards that actually hop on here and just talk about game wars all day long, console wars all day long. These guys don't play actual video games. I think Sir Brovian even showed, I guess King Trash like tried to do an exposure on him just due to the fact that his PSN doesn't have enough trophies, and King James or King Trash or whatever his name is was playing like stupid kiddie games to inflate these platinum trophies and shit like that. Which I don't understand why you have to show your gamer tag in the first place. This is not Nazi Germany. We don't have to show our papers. We don't have to give you our papers to prove anything. Which, by the way, if you need to see my papers, I'll show you my papers. I'm going to go ahead and tell you once right now that my PSN trophies are bad. I hate trophies. I like my achievements, but I never really cared about trophies, so I have 0 platinums. I know that's probably bad, but I don't care about that. I just play the game, and if I like it, then I'll play more of it. But let's continue. Let's see. Blah 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 blah. Let's take a look. I don't even know. I mean, he loves Nintendo, but he definitely hates Xbox. He just hates Xbox so much. This game, by the way, this is coming to Switch. I don't know. That might come to. Is Everybody's Golf coming to Everybody Golf? Everybody's gone off. Off. Xbox. I don't think it is. I really don't think it is. It's Hot Shots, and it's coming to the Switch, which Hot Shots was a PlayStation thing there for a long time. I don't know. I don't really care. Everybody's got. Let's go on Bandai's official site. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's coming. It's come on Steam, but here's the thing, guys. If the Xbox comes out, you have Steam on it, then guess what? You're playing the PlayStation games. I don't think PlayStation is going to block Steam. They could. It's possible. I don't care because I own a PlayStation, so it doesn't really matter much to me. But I don't. If here's the thing. If you're multi-platform and you're not tied to a single piece of plastic, guess what? You're having a lot of fun. Because one thing that matters more than anything is video games. That's how it should be. That's how it should always be. And I do want to talk about one more thing while we're on it. We might have to go back on X to look for this, but those, like I said, those a lot of stuff that was announced today. Nintendo had their Nintendo Direct, which was having like a week prior to their actual Switch 2 reveal. Let's see if we can Nintendo Direct. I cannot spell direct announcements. Let's go. Let's see what they had. I hate IGN, but we're gonna obviously bring up IGN. So we're on IGN right now. Let's scroll down. This is something I'm really looking forward to, by the way. Whoever decided that this is like the go-to for remakes of famous RPGs, I love this art style, the Octopath Traveler treatment, and I'm hoping to God that we get a Chrono Trigger version just like this. This is amazing. See, No Sleep for this is one of those games that was, it wasn't shown that it was coming to Xbox, but it's actually coming to Xbox, and I believe, Dickhead here, where was it? It was somewhere around here. Let's see. I think he deleted it. Maybe. Okay, Atlas hates Xbox. Fuck all Xbox losers who think they can play Persona or Atlas game. This is coming to Xbox. This is the game. It's coming to Xbox. So I'm sure he's crying right now. See, you got Shadow Labyrinth, which is that really weird Pac-Man spinoff. Papaton, which is another PlayStation stuff. So more and more PlayStation's becoming a third-party publisher, which they have been ever since they put their games on PC and release MLB the Show on other platforms. See, this looked amazing, by the way. Metroid Prime. I seriously don't know. Like, if you walked out of watching this, and this is I cannot wait for Pokemon ZA. The weird thing with the virtual game card, I thought that was kind of stupid. See, High on Life, Star Overdrive. I thought, yeah, it's not the same game. Saga Frontier Remastered, Monument Valley 1, 2, and 3, the Hot Shots Golf thing. This is going to be fantastic. I'm loving this resurgence of old school beat 'em ups. I would like to see them bring back like a package where you can get the old X-Men game. Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of stuff that was announced for that, and there's a lot of games from PlayStation. Everybody thought there was going to be a bunch of Xbox games that were going to show up here, and there really wasn't. They thought there was going to be like a bunch of Xbox titles being announced, which if they do, I think they'll show it off on the Switch 2 reveal. But anyways, before we drag this on any longer, because I lost it. I lost what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing anymore. So I guess the takeaway is Xbox does have a future when it comes to consoles. The hardware's still coming. If it's me, if I see it and I like it, I'm buying it. The fact that you're going to be able to see Steam games, and the fact that on the handheld, and there's going to be two handhelds, there's actually going to be a Xbox official handheld, not the OEM model. It's going to be this is all leaks, by the way. Just take it with a grain of salt. But there's actually going to be multiple handhelds, and I see there's going to be multiple form factors of Xbox since they are going the OEM route. But I don't know if the 2027 Xbox, I think that's going to be in-house. But the fact is, like, Dreamcast guy was wrong, as always. He's not very bright. Of course, you're going to be able to play Xbox games on whatever the Asus stickered Xbox handheld is. He's stupid. He doesn't know how things work. It's just, he's a pony. And yes, we're using pony. We're using the racial slur for console wars, which is Xbot, pony. Then you have people saying misinformation. You have Timu J.J. Abrams over at Reforged doing that. Of course, here's the thing. I take a look at this kind of news with the new Xbox, and I'm thinking, it's like, well, this is really pro-consumer. Especially the fact is, hey, I have this set-top box coming under my TV. I'm going to be able to access a lot of games. Now, the big controversy is, will PlayStation be able to block this new Xbox from playing PlayStation games from Steam? I don't think that's going to be a possibility. They very well could. I doubt it. And this is not copium. Because if not, I'm just going to play PlayStation anyways and play PlayStation games that way. But as of right now, I would say if they was to do that, they would have to take the games off Steam, because at this point, the next Xbox is not just a console, it's a PC. That's what it is. And by the way, the console wars is over. It's now about ecosystems. So you can put in the comments, 75 million sales or whatever, or send a stupid gay ass chart, some stupid chart. I know you guys love charts. I don't know, Astrobot GOTY or Xbox buys no games, Rentbox. I've heard that Game Pass bag, but they don't want to talk about how PlayStation Premium's the same thing and why they say that Xbox players don't buy their games and they don't buy their own games on PlayStation. So it's different. It's different. It's different, okay? It doesn't count. PlayStation bad. I mean, good. Xbox bad. Ooh, terrible. Awful. I'm sorry for me being retarded for a while. I'm glad you had fun. I had fun. I hope you had enjoyed your life. One more thing. Before we go. I'm going to look up Sir Brovian for a second, because there is something I want to tackle while we're on here. And this video is going to be super damn long. It's going to be really super long. Let's kind of go down. There was this thing that was going on with Sir Brovian. Let's see if we can find it. It's around here somewhere. Oh my god. All right, here we go. Let's go to this. So, Sir Brovian had a video where he was talking about the value of Xbox, and this dickhead Xbox podcaster Brovian, which Brovian's not a podcaster, by the way, goes on a wild rant, implies if it wasn't for Game Pass, he would be lost and not be able to put food on the table. He needlessly uses his own toddler as an argument and then claims it's common sense to switch from PS5 to a PC. And that wasn't really what was happening in that, and it's actually kind of been debunked. Maybe the words got twisted, but for some odd reason, when you're on the internet, people like to take things out of context. The fact is, one, Brovian's kid is not a toddler. I believe he's a teenager. Number two, Brovian has a family. He has a job, I imagine. I believe he has responsibilities. And what comes first before gaming? And I know there's a lot of dickheads out there that are probably collecting welfare checks, playing their PlayStations and not doing anything, or they have disability, or just mentally challenged and they can't do anything. But here's the thing. If you have a family, if you have responsibilities, you have a job, guess what comes first? Those things, or the cat. Those things come first before anything else. Okay? Now, like I said, I know some of you people, like Nib, will be like, my money! Xbox does have some value for people. PlayStation has some value for people. These services that you guys are calling for poor people, because I see some people calling, like, Xbox players poor just because they bought an Xbox. And, you know, there's some people that like to play video games. Me, I like to play video games. And, you know, if there's a cheaper way, and I do this all the time, I look for deals all the time. I subscribe to Game Pass, I subscribe to PlayStation Premium because they're supplements to things that I like. But, you know, if you have a family to feed and you can't spend all your money on video games or upgrade to the PS5 Pro, which I don't know why you would do that to begin with, considering the fact we're still releasing games on PlayStation 4, so I don't care, whatever. I don't see why you're making a big deal about this. This is actually common sense. There's things that are more important than playing video games all day or spending all your fucking money on video games. And for Sir Revian to spot that out and you guys to criticize it, that just shows what kind of fucking people you are. You want to punch down on people that have families or responsibilities or has maybe not as much money as you do because my box? What the fuck kind of people are you? I did not get into gaming to have this turn into some circle jerk of people that you can only play video games if you're rich. I don't get that. If you want to play video games, you can play video games. I mean, shit, on PC, you have a lot of people that's pirating games because they have their reasons. I'm not saying that's bad. I wouldn't condone it. I don't do it, but some people do. But, you know, if you're trying to play games, and here's a reason why PlayStation Premium, Nintendo Expansion Pass, and Game Pass is a really good deal. You get access to a lot of games, very cheap. You don't have to go out and buy them. And the big thing for Xbox is, yes, you get day one exclusives that come out, and you get to play those games before anybody else. So if you don't want to spend $70 on Indiana Jones, you don't have to. You can sign up for Game Pass for $20, and there you go. Just like PlayStation, you have access to a lot of games, and some people, that's all they want. They don't need, you know, to buy all their games. And a lot of people don't want to have to own them. You talk about Xbox being a rental service, but by God, PlayStation is also a rental service. It's getting to the point where you can actually rent consoles, just like on Xbox. Just like Xbox. Exactly like Xbox. Probably dumber. But yeah, I don't see the point of giving somebody shit just because they decide to save money and look after their well-being of their family, so, you know, they can do more important things like putting food on the table or something like that, which that's very good thing. That's a very good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. I'm sure a lot of us has been out there that's had a lot of problems. Fuck, I was homeless at once. That wasn't fun. I lost everything I owned, and now I'm back to where I was before, a whole lot better. But we've been there. But gaming for me is something that I love and I enjoy, and it's always helped me escape. I didn't start playing video games to have a bunch of dickheads that say, my PlayStation Pro, you're poor, blah, blah, blah. And by the way, I talk about PlayStation guys all the time, but this is the fact. They are really, really fucking slimy. Like, very slimy, sketchy. They have the biggest mouths. They are super vile most of the time. Very, very toxic. And, you know, people will call that out. They'll tell you. It's true. It's true. But anyways, this is 40 fucking minutes long. Be good to one another. The Xbox is coming. It's not doom and gloom. It's happening. Stop rage clicking. Quit getting in circle jerks and crying over Xbox, and just play fucking games. It's that simple. It's that simple. You don't have to do anything else except for play video games. If you like playing on PlayStation, play on PlayStation. If you don't like Xbox, don't buy an Xbox. Nobody's forcing you to do this shit. And here's the thing. You're out there, you say don't buy an Xbox and buy a PlayStation instead. If the PlayStation was so good, it wouldn't need you guys to try to sell it. Now, would they? It would be able to sell on its own merits. And shouldn't need some fucking knucklehead out there. It's like, Xbox art is bad, art is dead, blah, 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 poor person. No. PlayStation, and it's already selling. People are buying it because it's a good brand. They have good shit. So, stop it. Get help. Stop being a fucking retard and play video games. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you soon.
Shut the fuck up. You're a fucking cunt. Shut the fuck up. You're a stupid cunt, suck my dick.